I'm excited to take you through what is inside the My Success Planner. So the first 2 pages, we have a year planner, which is undated, because we fully understand the dynamics of building a network marketing business. We know that in our industry, we have people that join throughout the year. So if somebody joins in June and they buy the My Success Planner, they can still use it for full 12 months. So the first 2 pages are the undated year planner, where you can write down all the important events that you are looking forward to in the next 12 months. And then we have the I belong to page. This is the page where you are going to write down your personal information. We then have a little love letter from us to you. And then we have the overview, which explains the different features that we have in the planner. It is very important for you to go through the overview so that you have a full understanding on how to use each and every feature that we have for you. Once you've done that, you can then write down your why, your reasons, those bag of whys. So take your time and go through each and every question and make sure that you answer each and every question. Once you've done that, you can then write a letter from yourself to yourself. It's a promise to myself. So you write down everything that you are promising yourself. Once you've done that, make sure that you sign it, as this will serve as accountability. And then we have the vision board. It is a double spreadsheet where you can write down the visions that you have, the dreams that you have. So you cut down, your nice photos of how you want your life to look like, and make sure that every day, at least once a day, you go through your vision board. And then we have the goal planner. This is for 1 month, of the first month, 6 months, and 12 months. So what are your goals for the first month, for the next 6 months, and for the next 12 months? This is a page where you get to write down all your goals. Once you've done that, we then have a quarterly goal planner. I loved putting together this quarterly game planner. It is very detailed. So you write down your goals for the first quarter. What are your plans for that rank advancement? How much income do you want to make in the first quarter? What is your goal when it comes to your personal volume and your team volume? Prospecting, we know that it is key in order to move your business forward. So what are your goals for prospecting? How many people do you plan to prospect in the first quarter of the year? New customers, how many new customers do you want to have in the first quarter of the year? And that is not enough. You then need to write down your game plan. How do you plan on achieving the above goals? And you need to write down why is it so important for you to achieve these goals. And then after your quarter, you then go back and you write down your quarterly review. How far are you from your goals? What were your major wins in the first quarter? What were some of your major lessons in the first quarter? What worked well? What didn't go well? What are some of the lessons, and what are you going to do to ensure that the next quarter is better than the quarter that you had? And then we have a page for all your monthly goals, and these are so detailed as well. We have personal development goals. This is key, guys. We know that this is all about working on your mindset. Mindset is more important than skill sets. So what are your personal goals? You write down your personal goals for the month. Which books do you plan on reading? Which skills do you plan on acquiring and sharpening? Which podcast are you planning to listen to? YouTube videos? Which events, are you planning to attend? And then once you've written down your personal development goals, you then write down your business goals. What are your business goals for the current month? New prospects, what are your goals when it comes to recruiting? What are your goals when it comes to bringing in new customers? Personal volume, what is your goal for your personal volume? Your team volume as well, what are your goals? And your income. Once you've written that, you then go to your family goals. What are your goals for your family for the current month? You then go to your personal goals. These are your personal goals, guys. What are your health habits? Self-care is key because sometimes we work so hard and we end up neglecting ourselves. So what are your goals when it comes to your health habits and your self-care? And then after that, we have a month ahead at a glance. So this is a double spread sheet as well that shows you what are it's undated, so you write the dates yourself and then you write down, it's detailed as well, your monthly goals. You write down the major events that you have planned for the month, your game plan for the month, and you date it yourself. Once you've written down your monthly goals, month at a glance, and all the major events that you have and your goals, you then have your week at a glance. So you break down now your monthly goals into small weekly goals. So what are the events that you plan to promote this current week? Team trainings. Do you have any team trainings planned for the current week? Personal development. What are your main focus when it comes to personal development? Top 5 goals. What are your top 5 goals for the new week? 3 major products or service focus. So which 3 major products or services are you going to focus on in this current week? And do you have any team challenges and assignments? So you write all those down, and then you then write who will I prospect or invite to the next event this week. So that is also key. So you plan ahead on who you are planning to recruit or invite to your company event for the week. And then after that, we go to this week view, which is very detailed. So we start with the week, this week's message to yourself. So what message do you want to write to yourself for this week? Once you've done that, you write down daily your top 5 income generating activities. So once you've written down those goals, you then tick next to the goal every time you've done that income generating activity for the day. And then we go to personal development. That is at the top of the to-do list. So before you do your business, you start by working on yourself. So you can have some gratitude. What are you grateful for? You then listen to an inspirational video or you read a book. And guys, it is important to go for just a 30 minutes, exercise, go for a walk, go to the gym and just work on yourself. Once you've done that, you then go to your daily method of operation, which are your DMOs, retail sales. This is key. So on a daily basis, you need to ensure that you move your products or services. Number 2, you then share the opportunity. Number 3, you follow up, because we all know that the fortune is in the follow-up. Team engagement. It is important to ensure that you engage with the team and you make sure that you stay plugged in at all times. customer service. So once you've done all that, you then go back to your customers, you check up on them, you call them, you follow up with your customers, and you then do some form of marketing. And then you write down, we left some space as well where you can write any additional goals that you have. So these are, you write down your top 5 income generating activities, and then you ensure that daily you do your personal development. These are your daily methods of operation and your goals. And we now go to the social media DMOs. We have detailed social media DMOs that you have to do on a daily basis in order for you to grow your likability, your credibility, and grow your social media influence as well, which will result in you recruiting and gaining new customers as well. So on a daily basis on your social media platforms, you need to make sure that, for an example, on Facebook or on Instagram, you comment on 10, Facebook stories or Instagram stories. You comment on 10 Facebook posts, or if you are part of Facebook groups, which all of you must be. So you make sure that on those Facebook groups, you comment as well, and you post a minimum of 2 posts a day. So 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening. And at least 3 times a week, you must have a curiosity post. And on a daily basis, you must post a minimum of 5 stories. And I know some of you are not going to like me for this, but if you truly want to grow your social media influence, you need to do those live videos. So do those live videos. If you are still scared of going live, then record a short video and post it on your social media platform. And on a daily basis, make sure that you wish a happy birthday to a minimum of 10 people via Messenger. And now we go to TikTok and our Insta Reels. So every day, especially those that still want to grow, their TikTok following, post a minimum of 3 videos each and every day. And once you have done that, you can then take the very same video and repurpose it on your Instagram Reels. Hop on those trending sounds, trending, videos, and just give value. And once you've done that, in the evening, you then go to your evening journal. And did I complete all my top 5 activities? So this serves as an accountability. These are the things that you are supposed to do. So every week, every evening, you then go to your evening journal, and then you write if you completed all your top 5 activities. Did I give my ultimate best? What were my major wins today? Today would have been productive if I, and have you written down your top 5 activities for the following day? Once you have done that, you then go to the double spreadsheet of the volume mapping. So this is a volume mapping sheet where you've written down your goals, you've written down your plans. So now you need to have a detailed game plan on where each and every point is going to come from. And so this is for that. You can use a diagram. Here we have your personal, a goal, retail, recruit, team volume, and other. So you write your target. This is my target for the month. And we know that sometimes life happens. So maybe sometimes so we know that sometimes life happens and you might not achieve your goals, or you might actually over deliver. So you write down your targets, and then at the bottom you write the actual targets or the actual points that you achieved, and then you write your total. And then you can use this page to write a diagram to show exactly where each and every point is going to come from. And then, I love this one, we have our prospect tracker. This is a tracker where we are going to track our prospects for the month. So you write down their names, their contact details, the first contact. When was the first contact that you made with your prospect? The tool used. Which tool did you use to connect with the prospect? And then you write down your follow-up dates, number 1, your follow-up date, number 2, and then you write down the feedback that you have. You do the same for the customer. You write the name, the order date, which product or service did they order? Did your customer pay you? So you write yes or no, and then you follow up after their purchase to check up on them, and then you upsell or you take the next order. And you then ask for referrals from your customers. And we have the expenditure tracker, guys, where you write down each and every expenditure that you have in your business. So each and every time money comes out in order to grow your business, you write it down. So the stock purchased, how much money do you use for Wi-Fi or data? Social media, you're posting posts on Facebook or on your social media platforms. How much are you spending on your social media, when you post? Tabletop events, maybe you hire events, tabletops, to sell your product. You need to write down how much money did you spend to book that venue. Team incentives. So you write down the amount of money that you've spent on team incentives. Are you traveling? So you write down the amount of money that you've spent on travel. Maybe it's your airline tickets and whatever transport. Maybe you took a taxi, maybe you took a bus to go to an event, or maybe to meet up with a client or a prospect. You write that down. Lunch meeting, maybe you took out a team member or a prospect to a lunch date, or maybe you had a meeting with yourself, at a certain restaurant. How much money did you spend? So you write that down as well. Are you using digital platforms to grow your business, and how much are you spending on those digital platforms monthly? So you write that down. And if you have any other, you then go here and write other, whatever expense that you might have. And then we go to the financial tracker. So where you write down, it's your revenue minus your expenses equals your net income. And we have reserved space for you to write down your personal budget. So your fixed expenses and other expenses as well. And this is your revenue tracker. So this now is about all the money that is coming to you from your business. So it can be money from your personal sales and profits. It can be recruitment commission. It can be team leading bonus or any other special incentive or revenue that you might have. Once you've done all this, at the end of the month, you then review your month. So what did I accomplish in this particular month? Where did I fall short? What did I learn? What should I be proud of? And what can I do to ensure that I have better results in the following month? Once you have written down your month end review, you then write down your statistics tracker. So events, how many virtual presentations did you have for the month? Team trainings, how many team trainings did you have? Did you have any one-on-one presentations? So you write all that down. Did you have any live presentations? You write that down. If you had any other event, you can then use the other space to write that other event that you have. And then you track your volume. So what was your personal volume? Prospects, how much points did you get from your prospects? Existing team volume, how much points, the volume did you have from your current team, and other. You can then write that down. Did you rank advanced in this particular month? Yes or no? And how much volume to go to ensure that you move up. And then we are still on our month-end review. We then go to recruiting stats, new connections. How many new connections did you have? Information sent. How much information was sent out to your prospects? Follow-ups. How many people did you follow up with in this particular month? New team members. Did you have any new team members for the month and other? And then we go to customer, new customers, retained customers, upselling and other. And then here you get to track all your social media stats. And then every time after our month-end review, we have a page where we have dedicated a quote, inspirational quotes for you guys. And then it's all the same. And then obviously after a quarter, you have your quarterly and new quarterly goals and quarterly review as well. Let us go now to the back of our planner. Okay. We almost there. So at the back of our planner, we have our year-end performance review. Did you achieve your goals? What were your proudest moments? What were your major lessons? You know, what gave you the best results? What actions can you take to ensure that you have, you know, that the next year becomes your best year yet? And then here you write down all your stats for the past 12 months. And I love this page. We have given you guys a bonus tracker where you can actually, where it shows you how you can build your business just by dedicating 1 hour a day and dividing that hour to little 15 minutes blocks at a time. And yeah, after that, there is a brain dump that you can use on a daily basis, on a monthly basis. It is up to you. So whenever you have an aha moment, you learn something new, you know, there's something that you had that can help push your business forward. This is where you brain dump. You write down each and everything that's your ideas. You write them down in the brain dump. And then at the end, guys, please, once you have used your planner, maybe for a week, for a month, for a day even, we want to hear from you, because the only way that we can improve and give you an even better plan is by hearing from you. So please do send us an email and ensure that you follow us on all our social media platforms, and also make sure that you subscribe and become part of our VIP list. Thank you so much, guys.